discussed this topic multiple times, or I wouldn't say multiple times, but at least once on this
discussed
podcast
this person
before.
multiple times for real.
Oh yeah, we've discussed him multiple times.
Every
Pretty
episode.
much every episode we talk about him.
Facts.
And I think we talked about this particular situation this time last year. I want to say
100%.
Or
yep, around this time.
But rumors are starting to circulate again about LeBron using PEDs after Kevin Garnett's statement on his podcast, KG Certified with Paul Pierce. KG and Paul Pierce were talking about LeBron James and his son and trying to see if they were debating if Bronny is what they call him. Or that's what he goes by. Did he change his name to Bronny, or is it just his nickname? He's
known as Bronny, but his name is LeBron James Jr. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so they were trying to determine if Bronny could score a bucket on LeBron, and KG responds to Paul Pierce saying, "Nah, he can't score a bucket on Bron. You seen his dad? His dad's on that new BALCO. He on that new juice, which has started a debate." And started speculation once again, not amongst the mass media, but amongst podcasts like ourselves and other small media outlets about, is LeBron actually, or has he ever been on any type of PED? So, Six, what do you think about this situation? Do you think Bron? We've had discussion before, but again, I guess we have to. Do you think Bron is or has been on any type of PEDs?
So we both know. So Chael Sonnen came out. I want to say, like D-Lo said, it was around this time last year. Chael Sonnen, he's an MMA fighter, if I'm remembering correctly. He came out and was saying that he thought LeBron was on PEDs as well. And we talked about
he didn't say he thought.
Oh, he said he was. He was saying he was on PEDs.
Yeah, he said they got the same supplier.
He was very stern and said that he was on it. And we talked about this literally like a year ago, March 16th, when that segment dropped. If you want to go back and watch it, it was a good segment. March 16th.
Yeah.
LeBron James is on there flexing on the thumbnail. So go check it out. But I'm tongue tied because I don't know whether or not that I don't want to say what I want to say, but it's one of those things where LeBron has been in the league now his 21st year and is still playing as if he's in his 12th year. He doesn't look like Miami LeBron, but he's playing at a level to where it's like, damn, this man has been in the league 2 decades and he's still going out here dropping 36 and 10 on it. Like, how is he doing this, right? But you've heard the reports about how LeBron puts millions of dollars into his body every offseason, how his workout regimen, what he eats. He's on that level of what Tom Brady was on whenever he was in the league and taking care of his body and what he ate and being mindful of what he put in his body and what he did. So as everybody that watches the show knows, we low key some LeBron stans. That's LeBron
low key.
Well, we are LeBron stans for real. Yeah, so I got the man on my wall right here, but I also got Jordan right there, so I can't really say much. And I got a bunch of Jordan shoes. So we know who the GOATs are, 1A, 1B. But I'm not going to sit here and just act like what he's doing isn't crazy. And for somebody of his age at 39 years old, it's like, I can see why they come out with these allegations. I can see it. Because I think KG is in his early 40s, so is Paul Pierce, and I bet they wish they could still play on a high level, and especially to the level LeBron is. So I'm not calling it hate, but there is always some speculation. Like, what is he doing? How is he this healthy? How is he in his 21st season and still dropping buckets on these young boys? Like, how is he doing this? So I can see the speculation, but these allegations to me sometimes be crazy because just because you've had a lot of success in other sports and even in football and basketball too, where you got these dudes on PEDs and his name has came up in conversations where people in his camp or people that's around him have tested positive for PEDs, but he has never done it. And it's like, I can see how you can have the conversation, but I'm gonna go on the record and say I don't think he's doing no PEDs. What you think, D-Lo?
I think it's definitely plausible. The reason I say it is plausible is because his name was mentioned in a federal PED investigation.
100%. Yeah, I seen that.
Of the Biogenesis lab that was connected to Anthony Bosch. And if you don't know who Anthony Bosch is, he was one of the main culprits for supplying most of the MLB players with that big behind MLB scandal came out. I forgot the year, but it was a while ago. Mark McGwire, all those individuals, and it lasted for quite some time. Went through the years. So his name was recently mentioned in an unsealed document that came out last year, where Bron's trainer and his business manager and longtime friend were connected with one of the individuals that was connected to Anthony, or he was a PED. He was an informant for the DEA with the PED investigation that we're doing, and he was connected to Anthony Bosch as well. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron actually was on it.
True.
I am a Bron fan, so and that's hard for me to say, but I can't say with everything that is circulating around, I can't say that I would be surprised, but there's no concrete evidence that has said 100% that he has done it. So, anybody can speculate whatever they want to until something like that comes out. They're just rumors. So, people want explanations for what they don't understand. I said it a couple of weeks ago, I think, like we're pattern recognizers. Yeah. So if we can't recognize a pattern, then we either do two things. We run away from it because we don't understand it, or we question it and try to find the root cause of why it's not a part of a pattern that we understand. And so this is all it is. LeBron, like you said, year 21, still playing like he is in his 8th or 10th year. 8th or 10th year. And so people want to understand, why is he still able to do this when anybody else that's in year 20, the greats that's in year 20, 21, they only have 5 points a game. They don't play 39, 38 minutes a game. You know what I mean? So they're trying to figure out what the deal is. How is he able to do this? So, I mean, that's all it is,
Yeah, it's all speculation, man. But you got reporters out here doing, like videos trying to take words out of context, because in that game against the was it the Clippers where they went into overtime here recently?
No, Wizards.
The Wizards, yeah, the Wizards. And he was talking about that fourth quarter where they hit like 5 threes in the fourth, and he ended up getting hot.
Oh no, that was the Clippers.
That was the Clippers.
The Clippers is where, they didn't go into overtime that game though. They just were down by 19 starting the fourth quarter, and he went on a tear, and then they ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
And they were down by some. And
low key, he did the same thing against the Wizards too. Whenever they needed like a big fourth quarter, he ended up scoring like 18 or 19 in the fourth and was going crazy. So people taking words out of context, and whenever LeBron was like, it's just a supernatural feeling, and something he said basically like it's a feeling that you get into that you can't explain it, and you just don't know what's going on, and yada yada. You just kind of like out of body, blah blah blah. Man, like people taking his words out of context to make it seem like, oh, it's out of body, LeBron. You can't explain what you're going through, LeBron. I'm like, come on, bro. Like me and D-Lo athletes.
Who said that? Jason Whitlock?
Nah, I don't know if that was him, but
it sounds like some Jason Whitlock stuff.
In one of the videos that I was looking at, the dude was just talking some nonsense. I don't think his name is Jason Whitlock though, but
who Jason Whitlock is, all right?
Who is Jason Whitlock? Who are you talking about?
Jason Whitlock was the heavier set dude that used to be on.
Talking about the light skinned bald head dude.
Kind of like brown. He brown skin. He is light caramel skin complexion.
Yeah. Pause.
And he has like a kind of a pause. That was okay. Pause. All right, well, that's valid. That's about okay. He had like a box type cut. It's low, but it's
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah.
But now it was a white guy.
He's getting into it right now with Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith was talking about him a couple weeks ago on his podcast because Jason Whitlock was going at him for claiming that he was a basketball star. I did air quotes there when he was playing in college.
Oh, this guy. Okay. I know you. Okay, that guy. Okay, well, it wasn't him. It was a white guy that was that did a video. It wasn't him. But they just trying to take his words out of context, making it seem like he's basically telling us he's doing PED. Come on, bro. Like me and D-Lo are athletes, and we've gotten into a zone in whatever sport that we played where we felt like we just couldn't miss, or everything that was thrown in our direction, we was gonna catch everything. Like we got into a zone.
Right.
I have never done any steroids. I have well, I can't say that because I have smoked before, but I have never tested positive for anything. So it's like you can't sit here and say that people just don't get in zones where they just feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and LeBron ain't known to be a 3-point shooter. So if LeBron is out there hitting 4, 5 threes in a quarter, he just feeling it.
He's a streaky shooter.
But he's
always something with you over there, bro. What's going on?
I got cough drops in my mouth all wet, pause, and I don't know what's going on.
Big pause.
Big pause. Huge pause. Holy. But good crazy. But he's over here slobbering this shit. But it's just like he is shooting his best percentage, I think, of his career this year too. So it's like he's shooting well.
Scary thing is he's like 0.2. You better with math than me. He's 0.1% away from being the same shooting 3-point shooting average as Steph this year.
He was at one point a higher 3-point shooting percentage than Steph Curry this year at one point.
That's crazy.
So he's been shooting, but Steph, like the middle of the front half of the year, he was like a slump low key. So he wasn't really shooting well. Yeah. But this ain't about Steph. But LeBron is having one of the best shooting performances of his career from three. So like he hasn't even really been streaky. He's been consistent this year. So like you can't sit here and say like that just because of something that he said you're gonna take out of context and act like he's telling us he's taking PEDs. Come on, bro. Like until some actual evidence comes out, just let the man hoop, bro. They always trying to find something to tarnish LeBron's legacy, dog, and it's annoying, bro. It's annoying, dog. It's getting to the point of insanity. Like you keep doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result because LeBron ain't giving y'all nothing to go off of. So why y'all keep talking about it?
Right. I mean, speaking about taking things out of context, let's talk about how this all sparked again. It sparked with KG's statement, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm not saying that KG didn't know what he was saying, but if you've watched KG's podcast, if you watch KG tell stories, if you just watch KG in general, you know KG is heavily animated. And sometimes he says stuff that's like, why did he say that? It's funny or it goes with his personality, but it's like, why did he say that? Just last year when Bron, or earlier this year, when he broke the record last year.
He broke it last year. It won't this year.
Was it last year?
It won't. Yeah, it won't this year. He broke it. It won't this season. He broke it last season. Okay, so when he broke that record, and KG was saying now that he's broke that record, he probably is the GOAT. Everybody was saying, "Oh, KG delusional. He on Bron's payroll." Now he say something like this, and everybody's like, "Oh, LeBron on steroids? What's going on?" Now they taking his word for it. Yeah. So it's like I mean, like y'all got to make y'all mind up. What do you want it to be? I mean, he was just talking about. He was saying Bron is doing something. This is how I took it. Now he left it in the podcast. They could have very well edited it out. So whatever. But to me, I took it as he was saying, we don't understand what LeBron is doing right now. He got to be, this is the thing I hate about the space of content that we're in, the area of sharing information and putting ourselves out there, is you can't really say anything because people are going to take it take that soundbite, interpret it how they want to interpret it, and make whatever narrative they want to make. For sure.
Now, we've already known LeBron has been in PED scandals before this, like 2012, 2013, something like that. And so anything you say along those lines will bring this up again. But I don't think KG was like trying to say that. He was just saying like, this man is doing something we never seen before. What is the other reason than him, using other than him taking care of his body how he does? But I mean,
it's all spirit. But something like that coming from somebody like KG, somebody like Paul Pierce, who are Hall of Famers, people are going to take that and run with it. And like you said, everything is going to be used to spin a narrative. We could be clipped. We can possibly we ain't that big to be clipped, but once we get to a point now, people can clip something and make it seem like we said something we didn't say. Whenever you can go back into the video, if you really watch the video, which a lot of y'all don't do, you can actually see what we actually said. So something like this coming from somebody like KG is huge because it's Kevin Garnett. It's the big ticket. Like if he's saying it, it's got to be true. But like you said, there's been other times where he said something crazy that people are just like, oh, shut up, KG. You don't know what you're talking about. But this, people are just like, all right, let's take it and run with it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Bron 9 points away from 40K. First player in history to do that. So he's always the first to do a lot of stuff. I still stand on rumors, speculation is speculation until something is proven to be true. I mean, that's all we can do is speculate. There was a lot of speculations about why Michael Jordan had to leave the league. I mean, we know his father passed away or was taken away from us. But in that incident, there was speculation of was he involved or was there something tied around his gambling addiction or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? Nothing has come out. So it's still speculated. So until it's hardcore facts, until he's indicted or whatever the case is, it's just rumors, man. We something to talk about.
Oh, you still here? That must mean you love the content. And if that is the case, there's a video on the screen right here. Make sure you click that, view that. We think you're going to love that one as well. And also, we still have the goal of 600 subscribers. So if you would, please hit the button on the screen right there to subscribe to the channel. And we're on all your streaming platforms, wherever you find your podcast.